students. Today we are going to discuss about reflection of sound. Okay students, shall I go to the topic? Okay, before that, speed of sound in different media, right? So the sound travel in different medium, right? So here the speed, exact speed in a different medium, right, in meter per second. Okay, yes. See the first one, solid medium, right? And that yes, materials are copper, iron, aluminum. Okay, so in copper the speed of sound is 5010 meter per second, and in iron 5950 meter per second, and for aluminum 6420 yes meter per second. This is for yes, solid. So in solid, aluminum has high value. That means if the sound travel through the aluminum in yes high 6420. And if come to the liquid, see liquid is kerosene 1324 meter per second, in water 1493 meter per second, and sea water 1533 meter per second, right? And if you go to gas, the in air at 0 degree Celsius 331 meter per second. At the same time, the same air at 20 degree Celsius, the velocity is 343 meter per second. So this is the speed of sound in different media or medium. Okay students, right? So yesterday we discussed which one is factors affecting the sound waves. So there are three factors. No, what are the factors? Yes, density, temperature, and humidity. So these are the affecting factors. So followed by the affecting factors. So here there is example problem. Yes, first problem, at what temperature will the velocity of sound in air be doubled? Yes, doubled. So this is underline, air doubled, and the velocity of sound in air at 0 degree Celsius, right? Okay, yes, this is the question. We have to calculate the temperature. Okay, T. Okay students, therefore see the solution, datas. So let T degree Celsius be the required temperature, right? But let V1 and V2 is the velocity of sound at the temperatures T1K and T2K, right? So in T1, that is the temperature in 0 degree Celsius is 20 to 273 Kelvin, and T2 is, that is T0 degree Celsius plus additional temperature, therefore 273 Kelvin. So this is the T1 and T2 value. Okay students, so from the S, velocity of sound is directly proportional to the square root of the temperature, From that one I am taking yes, V1 is equal to root T1 and V2 is equal to root T2. Okay students, right? So from this one, V2 divided by V1, that is equal to root T2 divided by T1, and therefore V2 divided by V1 is equal to root, both are root now, that's why I'm taking common root, so root T2 divided by T1, right? T2 is nothing but 273 plus additional temperature, and T1 is nothing but 273 yes Kelvin. So therefore if you remove that yes, that Kelvin, then only you will take the what, directly proportional. That's why equal to will come. Okay, so therefore here V2 divided by V1 273 plus T and divide by 273. So in question is given the velocity is doubled, therefore V2 divided by V1, that is equal to 2. Yes, It is not, this too is not a simplification, right? The question is, see this, the velocity of sound in air is double, that's why 2 here. Yes, that's why here 2 here. Yes, therefore 2 is equal to, so that side v2 divided by v no, therefore v2 divided by v1 only 2, that is equal to square root 273 plus t divided by 273. If I remove this square root, so this side takes square, therefore 2 squares are 4, which is equal to 273 plus t divided by 273. Therefore this 273 go to this side, 4 into 273 is equal to 273 plus t. Yes, and this 273 come to this side, you will get here minus 273 is equal to t. Therefore 4 into 273 is equal to 1092 minus 273 is equal to t. Therefore the temperature is 819 degrees Celsius. Okay students, right? It is easy now? Any doubt? It is easy now? Yes. So from the which one? Yes, see this, the velocity of sound is directly proportional to square root of its temperature. From this one, this formula, and yes, I took this calculations. Okay students, right? And now come to the next topic, important topic, reflection of sound. Yes, the reflection is one of the property. Yes, the sound undergoes reflection and what, diffraction and etc. Okay, so here the sound undergoes reflection, so reflection is the one of the property. Okay students, you see this, the reflection of sound flows the same loss as for the reflection of light, the same for light. In that one, the angle of incident is equal to angle of reflection, right? In that, the incident wave and the reflected wave and the normal ray both are lying in the same plane. So this is the law. Okay, I'll tell you is in detailed manner in next slide. Just wait and see that second point. Sound waves can be reflected by large and hard, smooth, vertical and far away surfaces. Example, walls, buildings and cliffs. The sound waves are incident on walls, buildings and cliffs, and takes reflection. Takes what? Reflection. Okay. And the third point, echoes are produced by reflection of sounds from such surfaces. So echoes also produced by the reflection of sound waves. Reflection of sound waves. Okay students. Okay, there is a small information about reflection of sound. Okay, now come to the detailed information about reflection of sound. See this, sound wave intensity is reduced with distance and each reflection of a surface. So intensity will be reduced, that means the quantity of reflection will be reduced. Okay, and more high frequencies are lost with each reflection. High frequencies are lost with each reflection. Okay, and next, amount of sound level and high frequency loss depends on the surface. So the amount of sound level and high frequency loss depend on the surface. Yes, all the reflection based on the surfaces. Okay, now the next one is softer surfaces tend to absorb more high frequencies and sound level than hard surfaces. So softer surfaces absorb the sound waves. Okay, but the hard surfaces reflect the sounds. Okay, and next, the longer it takes for sound waves to travel to surfaces and reflect and then come back, the bigger or larger the room will sound. Okay, so either are bigger, the room will sound. This is the details about reflection of sound waves. Okay, now see this sound wave reflect off surfaces and return in the direction based on angle of incident. See, this is the angle of incident. A ray or the sound waves incident at particular angle on the surface. That angle is that ray is called as incident ray. After that, the ray reflected. Yes, that ray is reflected ray. The angle between the normal and to the incident ray is called as angle of incident, and the angle between the normal to the reflected reflected wave is angle of reflection. Okay, students, you see this. So this is using this way you can hear the reflection of sound. So this is insulating stand placed at the center, and one side clock and another side is a wire. So the clock is the what is a second needle goes on is the clock produce sound. Now that sound reflected by this wall and reach your eye, that is ear, right? So this is the reflection of sound. So with the help of this experiment, yes, can conclude the sounds are takes reflection. Okay, now see this. So this is that the voices are reflected by the walls and reach the observer, and this is the direct sound, and this is the reflected sound, the reflected sound based on the reflecting surfaces. Okay, students, reflecting surfaces, right? And next, come to the law of reflection in our book. Okay, see this. Like light waves, the sound waves are also obey some fundamental law of reflection. What are the laws? See, the first law is the incident wave and normal to the reflecting surface and reflected wave at the point of incident lying in the same plane. And second one is the angle of incident, that is I, is equal to the angle of reflection. So as same as light, the angle of incident is equal to angle of reflection. The angle of incident is nothing but the angle between the normal plane to the incident ray, and angle of reflection is nothing but the angle between the normal plane and to the reflected wave. Okay, students. Okay, that is I and R, right? So this is, see this. So this is the wall, and I is the what? Angle of incident, and R is the angle of reflection. So this is that incident wave incident on the wall, and yes, the sound waves are goes to which one? Reflected. So this is the reflected wave, and this is the normal. The normal is always perpendicular to the surface. Perpendicular to the surface is always perpendicular to its surface. Okay, students, right? Okay, and yes, based on this reflection of sound, do you know side acoustical wonder of yes Golconda Fort in Hyderabad, now in Telangana. Okay, see this. The clapping is portico in Golconda Fort is a series of arches on one side, each smaller than preceding one. So a sound wave generated under the storm would get compressed and then bounce back, amplified sufficiently to reach considerable distance. If you go yes Hyderabad, if you go to the Golconda Fort, you will see this type of sounds. Yes, based on the what their structure and the walls. Okay, students, right? Next, reflection at the boundary of a denser medium. Okay, denser medium is high density reflection. of sound waves. Okay, students, see this. A longitudinal wave travels in a medium in the form of compression and rarefactions. So in longitudinal waves always produce compressions and rarefactions, right? The same way here, compressions and rarefactions, right? Okay. Suppose a compression traveling in air from left to right reaches a rigid wall. Okay, from left to right. So incident wave, and this is what reflected wave. Okay, right. The compressions extract a force F on rigid wall, and in turn the wall extract an equal and opposite reaction, that is R is equal to F. R is equal to minus F, minus in opposite direction, so on the air molecules. So this result in compressions near the rigid wall and the compressions traveling towards the right wall if reflected back as a compression, and that is directed of the compression is reversed. See this, compressions rarefactions, and incident after that, see this, the compression rarefaction in opposite direction, that's why in reverse direction, right? So this is the reflection at the boundary of a denser medium. Okay, so if you take water as a denser medium, if you take, and the air is a rare medium, that is also a rare medium. Okay, so based on the medium, so the reflection of sound based on the medium. Okay, students, right? And next, reflection at the boundary of a rare medium. Which medium? Rare medium. So here, consider a wave traveling in a solid medium striking on this interface between the solid and the air, between the solid and the air. So if you take solid and the air, okay, right, the compressions extract a force F on the surface of the rarer medium. So the compression extract a force on the surface of the rarer medium. So as a rarer medium has smaller resistance for any deformation, so the rarer medium has smaller resistance, and the surface is separation is pushed back. See the difference, incident wave and that reflected wave, see that the difference. Okay, see that as the particles of rarer medium are free to move, and the rarefaction is produced at the surface interface, so rarefaction is produced at the interface. So at the comparison is, or the compression is reflected as the rarefactions, and rarefaction travel from right to left. See that the incident wave having compression rarefactions up and down, and after that yes, reflection, what will just opposite. Therefore initially what will happen, the rarefaction will be takes place, after that compression, rarefaction, compression, rarefactions, compression, like this. So this is the reflection of sound wave in a which medium? Rarer medium. Which medium? Rarer medium. Okay, students, right? Okay, now come to the more to know this additional information, right? Okay, what is mean by rarer and denser medium? The medium in which the velocity of sound increases compared to each other or compared to other medium is called rarer medium. The medium in which the velocity of sound decreases and compared to other medium is called denser medium. So here rarer medium, water is a rarer compared to air of sound, but in here air is a denser compared to water. So that is based on your medium, the reflection of sound waves based on the medium, either denser medium or rare medium, reflection will be takes place. Okay, students, right? Next, reflection of sound in plane and curved surfaces. Curved surfaces. Reflection will be takes place in all surfaces, right? Now come to this one. When the sound waves are reflected from a plane surface, the reflected waves travel in a direction according to the law of reflection. The intensity of this is reflected wave. The intensity of reflected wave is neither decreased nor increased. But when the sound waves are reflected, right, reflected from the curved surfaces, from this which curved surfaces, curved surfaces. Okay, so based on the surface. Now, so these are different surfaces. See that the sound waves reflected at a convex surfaces are magnified and are considered bigger. So this side convex, and they are attenuated and they are therefore weaker. And so convex surface may be used with advantage to spread the sound waves through the room. Okay, so this is that reflection of sound waves. And see this reflection of sound waves in different media or different surfaces. See, the first one is plane surfaces. First one is plane surfaces. So this is incident ray, reflected ray. And see this again one convex surfaces. Convex surfaces. And incident light, incident on this surface, all the rays are reflected. And that this one, a concave surfaces. If you go to the concave surfaces, here also after the incident all the sound waves are meeting at the center of that surface. So this is concave surface, right? And now come to this one, a corner surface, right? And this is what corner surface. Okay, so these are the reflection of sound in different surfaces. Reflection of sound in is corner surface or a curved surface, whatever. So this is that reflection of sound waves in different media. Okay, students, right? Okay, next, whispering gallery. So one of the famous whispering galleries is in St. Paul Cathedral Church in London. It is built with elliptically shaped walls. When a person is talking at one focus, okay, and see this, it is built with elliptically shaped walls. When a person is talking at one focus, his voice can be heard distinctly and his other focus. Okay, and due to the multiple reflection of sound waves from the okay, this is whispering gallery. If you go to London, you will see that gallery. Okay, so based on the multiple reflections. Okay, multiple reflection of sound waves. Okay, students, okay, yes, right. Next, come to the echo. The next topic is echo. What is echo? An echo is the reflection of sound. Okay, an echo is a reflection of single sound source. Okay, and echoes can be used to estimate the distance of an object, size, and shape and velocity. So animals use echo techniques to figure out the distance. Okay, this is that few points about echo. Okay, see the next one. Echoes are simply sound waves that are bounced back. Okay, and sound waves when you till when you all yes out of the speak and your voice box create vibrations in the air that are transmitted outwards. This is known as sound, right? See the next one. Please listen. If you are in an area with lots of things, the vibrations in the air hit all the objects in the room and dissipates. If you are in an Japan, however, morning, yes, okay, or if you are in this open area, however, there is nothing for a sound waves, an example airwaves, to hit the become dissipated. So the travel and when it hits the wall, the sound comes back to you, creating an echo. Yes, the sound written by the particular surface and distance also, right? Okay, now since the sound travel approximately 1000 feet per second and 300 meter per second, and if the wall was 50 feet, that is 50 meter away, the sound wave written in 0.1 second. So this can be from relations, any relation between the velocity and distance. Yes, there is a relation d which is equal to v into t, that is v is equal to d by t, therefore d is equal to v into t, therefore t is equal to d by v. Yes, distance by velocity, d is the distance and v is the velocity and t is the time, yes, taken by the sound to come back the yes production point. Okay students, right? Using echoes to measure distance, right? Okay, using echoes to measure. By knowing the speed of sound and measuring the time it takes to hear the echo, you can calculate the distance of sound object. You see this? A sonar device sends out a sound and automatically calculates the distance of an object. And you see that submarines use sonar to find object under the water, including other submarines. When you are here, the S ping should when in a submarine, that is the sonar sending out a signal wave underwater, right? And the fishermen also use sonar to find schools of fish. And since this is an electronic device, the time takes for the wave to return can and much lesser than 0.1 percentage. Okay students, the time is here 0.1 second. An example to measure the distance. See the first one. For example, if the speed of sound in water is 1500 meter and per second, and a fisherman, yes, so for a distance 1500 meters per second, and the fisherman sonar device is 0.02 second. Okay, and the distance of object, there will be 1500 and more times. Okay, and the distance of object underwater will be d is equal to v into d 1500 meter per second, therefore in second 0.02. Okay, so therefore that may means a school of finishes 15 meters away. Which meters away? 15 meters away. Okay students, right. Okay, and that may be mean a school to finish 15 minutes. How many minutes? 50 meters away. And echoes, an echo is a reflected sound wave, so echoes is a reflected sound wave, right? An echo is sent from and detected at the same location, so an echo must okay, an echo is sent from one detector at the same location. An echo must travel the distance to barrier 2 times to get back to their detector. So this is the general information about the echo. Okay, and see this one to calculating the distance. The above is criterion can be satisfied only when the distance between the source of sound and the reflecting source would be satisfied the following equation. So v is velocity and d is the distance, and s and time taken. So if v is equal to 2d divided by t, therefore d is equal to uh, s d is equal to vt divided by 2, right? So this is the simple calculation. So at t 0.1 second, t is equal to 0.1, therefore v into 0.1 divided by 2. So therefore see this 220 v divided by 20. Okay students, so using this way you will find out that. Okay, this is that simple problem to find out that which one magnetic field. Okay students, and see the distance equal to v divided by 20 for this one. The minimum distance required to hear the echo is 1/12th part of electromagnetic wave and velocity of sound r. If you consider the velocity of sound in 344 meter per second, and the minimum distance is required to hear the what sound, minimum distance is 17.2 meter. So using this way, and please note it down students. Okay students, this is for just calculation to find out the distance. Okay students, right. Yes, echo, this is additional information. You need not worry about this additional information, just you have to study the book inside content. Okay, if you feel hard, just leave it. Okay students, okay, see this first point. An echo happens when sound bounces off a surface. You can get an idea of this speed of sound if you live near cliff or mountain or large buildings, and then that one making is good echo method, that is good echo. The delay between the original noise and it echo is the time is taken by the sound to travel the that particular location. Okay students, right? Next, applications of echo. See the applications. So there are 4 applications, 5 application is there. Okay, yes, we'll see on next class. Okay, just applications we will discuss in later briefly. Okay, just see this first one. Some animals communicate with each other over long distances and also locate objects by sending the sound signals and receiving the echo as reflected from the target. Yes, all the animals are using this communication, that means sound communication. Okay, and see the second point. The principle of echo is used in abstract ultrasonography, which is used to create real-time visual images of the developing embryo or fetus in the mother's uterus. This is a safe testing tool as it does not use any harmful radiations. Okay, but the last point, echo is used to determine the velocity of sound wave in any direction. Which direction? Any direction. Okay, and I will discuss the applications in next class. Okay students, okay, have any queries, please convey yes or call me. Okay students, okay, today class is over students, we'll see you on next class. Okay students, yes, thank you students.